This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, visited the Dubai Sports Innovation Lab, organised by the Dubai Sports Council at the Meydan Hotel. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, who was accompanied by Mata Al Taya, the Deputy Chairman of the DSC, attended part of the panel discussions and also spoke with participants about the means to make sport a key lifestyle activity, and well as an engine for a happy and healthy community. Al-Taya made a presentation on the goals of the Sports Innovation Lab, the 6 topics tackled by the lab, as well as the feedback of different segments of the community through the hashtag Dubai Sports Pulse. Under His Highness Sheikh Mohammed's directives, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai and Chairman of Dubai Sports Council, approved 8 recommendations made through the brainstorming sessions during the lab. The recommendations to be embedded in the Dubai Strategic Plan for Sports include establishing the Hamdan bin Mohammed Medal for school sports, lifting subsidies for football companies by the end of 2021, launching the Hamdan bin Mohammed initiatives for community sports, promoting future sports, establishing Dubai International Centre for Sports Medicine, developing complexes and clubs for women's sports, establishing the Dubai Sports Museum, and launching a programme for academy champions. The ruler of Dubai also viewed designs of the 3 billion dirham Mohammed bin Rashid Stadium that will be built in the Alawiyah area in Dubai. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed inspected various models of the 60,000 capacity stadium and was briefed by Mata Al Taya, the Deputy Chairman of Dubai Sports Council, about the project, which will be the world's first fully air-conditioned and raised off-the-ground stadium. It was also noted that the stadium design complies with FIFA standards. Dar Al Hanasa was selected as consultant for the stadium project, and Perkins and Will as the main contractor. Under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, the 5th International Conference for Arabic Language was launched in Dubai on Wednesday and is running for 3 days. According to the organisers, almost 2,500 people from 72 countries are participating in this year's event, where they will be discussing 1,167 research papers within 172 seminars and sessions. Experts will be discussing various topics related to the Arabic language in different fields and professions. Other topics on the agenda will include the challenges faced by the Arabic and Islamic nations during these difficult times, and how this has affected the Arabic language, which, according to experts, has been marginalised in the fields of business, administration, trade, education and media. Dr. Ali Abdullah Musa, the Secretary General of the International Council for Arabic Language, stressed that the conference is a forum for all of those interested in Arabic from different disciplines and professions, and focuses on specialised issues, in addition to topics dealing with the language's relationship to the sovereignty, independence, national unity, community building and preparing good citizens.
The goal of this is to, mobilize Arabic language, to discuss the issues of teaching Arabic language, to see what are the problems that are facing Arabic language in all levels, whether this is in education, in the media, in the family, in any field. So there is a kind of big demand also for Arabic language from non-Arab speaking people all over the world, including the Muslim countries. This language will never disappear for so many reasons, academically and also culturally and historically and etc. Indeed, there are many people are coming to the Arabic language, and there are some countries that lost their Arabic language because of colonialism, etc., and they are coming back to Arabic language. The real fear is for Arabs who do not speak their own language. And because of maybe weak educational systems or weak families or lack of legislations which make them in a situation where they are not understanding the importance of the language for social unity, for national unity, for security of the nation. Language plays a very important role in this.
This is the second year I've been participating to this great event. I think this is one of the biggest events in the Arab world, especially in Dubai, because it gathers all nationalities speaking about the importance of Arabic and spreading Arabic language throughout the world, not only in the Arab world. I think it's very important because it helps us to know who's working on the research about Arabic and where. For example, for this year, we have people coming from Korea, from China, and I'm really pretty amazed about their research in Arabic and the work they've done concerning Arabic language.
The Philippine mission here in the UAE has decided to extend voting hours from Thursday to Sunday to choose the next Philippine president, vice president, 12 senators and party list representative. The extension comes as only 23% of the 122,185 registered voters in Dubai and the Northern Emirates have participated in the polls so far. Filipinos can now vote until midnight at the Philippine Consulate General in Dubai, and a special field voting will also be held on May the 6th and 7th from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. at the Chelsea Hotel over in Satwa. The Philippine Consulate in Algeciras has been open every day from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. since the start of the election on April the 9th. The final voting day is on Monday, May the 9th, and voting hours remain unchanged from 5 a.m. until 1 p.m. to coincide with the 5 p.m. Manila time closing of the polls over in the Philippines. The Philippine Consul General Paul Raymond Cortez has called on his compatriots to exercise a collective effort to draw more Filipinos to vote. Asthma affects 13% of the UAE population, and in recognition of World Asthma Day this week, the Dubai Health Authority held an awareness event in collaboration with Mundi Pharma. Officials stated that the initiative looks to increase consumer awareness of the steps that can be taken to make life easier for those living with asthma in the country, including the risk factors and preventative measures. The campaign included free medical advice to patients and hospital visitors through the distribution of brochures. Well, we spoke with a leading paediatrician, Dr. Medhat Abu Shaban from My Pedia Clinic, who told us about the importance of early diagnosis at a young age, as most children who are diagnosed with asthma tend to grow out of the condition in later life.
Most of the children, most of them, I cannot say all, if they are diagnosed early enough and they get the appropriate treatment, they will outgrow the asthma as they grow up. It is very important to diagnose children with asthma as early as possible to avoid complications and having permanent damage in their airways. I have been seeing many children in my clinic with asthma, and unfortunately the numbers are increasing. So asthma is a major cause of hospitalization for children and school absence in children, and for parents missing work days. If a child, of course, is not diagnosed, so he will not be treated or she will not be treated appropriately, they will suffer, of course, from the symptoms of asthma, which is coughing, especially at night, sleepless nights. They will be, of course, tired the next day. They will go into complications, from asthma. It will be difficult for them to even function on daily basis. Many times after cold symptoms, like the child will have a viral illness, a runny nose, viral illness, the virus goes away, but it will cause symptoms of allergy. We call it post-viral asthma. So after a cold that lasts a week, after that the child will be coughing for many weeks to come. That's another symptom. Difficulty breathing, wheezing. Sometimes after activity in school or somewhere else, they start coughing and having difficulty breathing.
It was also noted that there are a number of preventative measures that parents can implement in order to avoid complications.
Very important for every parent to know the triggers of asthma, one of which is the change in weather, of course, dusty weather, pollution, smoke around children or at home, dust and dust mite. And by the way, dust mite is that little insect that you cannot pick up with a microscope, and millions of them are hiding in the mattress and in the pillow. Stuffed animals around the child, perfumes, pollens, cats, all these are popular triggers for asthma.
The Traffic and Patrols Directorate at Abu Dhabi Police have intensified traffic surveillance on the Abu Dhabi-Al Ghuwaifat road through a mobile radar, which has resulted in 415 speeding tickets in the first quarter of the year. In an effort to reduce traffic accidents and in the lead-up to the holidays, Major Suhail Saya Al-Mazrui, the head of the highway section in the Western region, emphasised that a comprehensive plan is being implemented to promote efforts to reduce accidents on the roads, especially the motorways, which are expected to witness high traffic density in the upcoming period, with drivers coming into or leaving the UAE during the summer holidays. Officials noted that the modified speed limits on the Abu Dhabi-Al Ghuwaifat road are divided into 3 key stretches. And continuing with transport, new drivers in Dubai are to undergo first aid and emergency training, according to a senior transport official. Ahmad Hashim Barouzian, the CEO of the RTA's licensing agency, was quoted in a local daily stating that the RTA is looking to introduce improvements to the drivers' training program in the Emirates, which will fall in line to keep pace with the latest in technology. He was quoted saying that this comes off the back of a growing occurrence of heart attacks and other emergencies when people are behind the wheel. And due to a lack of training and awareness, people do not know how to react in emergency situations. And finally, looking to other news now, as the journey to the October opening draws closer, LEGOLAND Dubai, part of Dubai Parks and Resorts, has unveiled another one of its attractions, the Lost Kingdom Adventure in the Adventure Zone. Lost Kingdom invites young explorers on an escapade through an Egyptian temple to recover a pharaoh's stolen treasure. Created with the interaction of the entire family, with children 2 to 12 in mind, guests are invited to climb on board carriages equipped with high-tech laser blasters. Once finished, families and children can enjoy other fun-filled activities in adventure, such as Beetle Bounce, where kids will be boosted over 4.5 metres into the air for an up-close and personal look at the gigantic Lego Beetle. Adventure at LEGOLAND Dubai will also include wave races, where guests can power ski through waves and dodge surprise water blasts that are triggered from spectator stations. The submarine adventure will see guests explore a captivating underwater landscape while also learning fun and educational facts about marine life. LEGOLAND Dubai will feature over 40 interactive rides, shows, attractions, building experiences and 15,000 Lego model structures made from over 60 million Lego bricks. In addition to adventure, LEGOLAND Dubai will feature 5 other themed lands: Lego City, Kingdoms, Imagination, Factory and Miniland.